No, they hear what people they talk. Want to get a shakeleti love. See love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love. Waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done I go. Go, no be vodka. Mr. Money Changer. But I know the ways that Mr.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. On this happy trip back to the promised land.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Conversation Beyond Borders. I'm your host, Kiki, and it is a pleasure to have you join us this evening. Don't forget, we are streaming live on HYT African TV across all social media platforms, include Facebook and YouTube. Please call a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to join us for another interesting conversation tonight. Today, we are featuring 3 dedicated members from the West Yorkshire Leeds branch, to be precise, of the NDC UK and Ireland chapter. I have with me Mr. Emmanuel Nkrumah. He is the branch secretary. Mrs. Patricia Jima, she is the women organizer hopeful. And then I have with me Kalis Osaidanso, Mr., who is also vying for the position of youth organizer hopeful. And so today we'll be talking about their journey in the NDC, why they chose to serve, and their vision for the future of Leeds branch. But before we get to know each of them, let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Every black person should please remember that you were Africans before you became anything else.
Revolve is a media technology company that specializes in providing music, entertainment, and lifestyle content from around the world. It is driven by a mission to offer the best music, entertainment, and lifestyle experiences for a global audience, as well as a vision to become the foremost global provider of music and entertainment content with a focus on Africa and black communities across the world. We curate content and personalize recommendations based on user consumption habits, and is well positioned to capture the growing demand for African music and entertainment content. Revolve appeals to both the underground and mainstream audiences who are interested in African music, entertainment, and lifestyle, and the Black culture movement, with a target audience of ambitious, creative, aspirational, social media savvy, ethical, sociable, yet independently minded individuals. Our platforms allow users to access a diverse range of music and lifestyle related content, including news, videos, gossip, performance series, podcast conversations, documentaries, festival content, artist reviews, and many more through the following categories and brand names: RV Daily, RV Unmute, Vibes Up, Reveal, Verve, and Revolve Plus.
Thank you for staying with us and welcome back. please press the share button, share to someone to join in this interesting conversation. So let's begin by calling Mr. Emmanuel, Branch Secretary. How
Hello,
are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm well, thank you. How has it been?
Well, we are alive and so we are grateful. It's been normal. Yeah.
Okay. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little about your journey in the NDC?
All right, thank you. So before I start, let me commend you and your team, the communication department of the NDC for this wonderful opportunity. So as you rightly introduced earlier on, I'm Joseph Emmanuel Nkrumah. People normally call me General Mosquito of Lees. And I do accept that name, with all humility and kindly. So I've been with the NDC. I've been with the NDC for almost several years now, and I've been with the Leeds branch for almost. Let's say the Leeds branch has been formed 2 years ago, and so I've been with the Leeds branch for 2 years now, and. I can say I've been a normal NDC member for years gone. So yeah, the little I can say, the little I can say is that I've been part of this NDC team for a long time, way back in Ghana to here. So yeah, I mean that is it.
Thank you very much. Can I come to Mrs. Patricia? Can you please introduce yourself and tell us who you are or why you joined the NDC?
Good evening, everyone. Nice seeing everyone this evening. Good evening, the host, Kiki. And first of all, my name is Patricia Jima, and I live in Leeds, and I'm part of the Leeds NDC branch. I've been with the NDC for about a year now, and I would say my journey to this branch was May I won't say coincidence, but NDC has always been a part of me because I have grassroots family who have been part of the NDC. I would say from the PNDC actually. My grandfather was one of them, and one of my uncles too was part of the NDC. And growing up, I think I've seen the kind of respect that people have actually given them in our community back home in Ghana. And seeing that has always inspired me to join this great party. But I never actually had the opportunity until I was inspired by one of the London members when I attended one of their programs. So when I got back, I was talking to a friend of mine, and when I spoke to him, he said, "Oh, there's a branch here in Leeds that I know someone who is the secretary. So if I give you their number, contact them." Coincidentally, it was my own brother Joe, and that was then. I just decided to join the NDC, and since I joined it, I've been very inspired about the activities, the way things are done. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but I'm very happy to join the NDC.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Carlos. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us your journey in the NDC?
Can you hear me, Kiki?
Yes, I can hear you
Yeah.
loud and clear.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much for this opportunity. And my greetings to everybody, comrades here and the ones in Ghana, and everybody who is watching at this evening. Yeah, for me, yeah, I'm a very proud NDC member, both in Ghana and here. In UK here, I'm with the Leeds branch since its inception and then inauguration. And then in Ghana, I'm with the Oforikrum constituency. Yeah, I've been with the party actively since 1996. Through there, we've done so many things, going through door-to-door campaigning, mobilizing people to do whatever we have to do. Yeah, and back here in Leeds, decided to transform that energy in here. And yeah, and I say, yeah, I've been there for quite a bit. We are still moving.
Thank you very much. I'll still be on you. So, why have you decided to contest for the youth organizer? There are a lot of positions in there, but why did you choose to go for youth?
Yeah, thank you for this important question. I think my inspiration comes from the fact that the future of our party is the youth. The future of Ghana is the youth. So, in every organization like ours, without the youth, the organization has no future. So, right now, looking at how the young people, the energy they've got, and they seem to be a bit detached and disengaged from our modern politics. Young people now feel that maybe politics is for the old, and without them, there is no change. So that inspires me to see going around talking to people and talking to young people, and I see the challenges that they face looking back in Ghana, unemployment issues, and I see John Mahama has the answer and then a clear policies to fix some of these issues. So mobilizing the youth together and making sure they understand what the NDC policies is for them was what motivated me enough to go for this position, and then be a bridge between them and our policymakers for them to know and understand what is in for them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll come back to you. Mr. Joe,
Yeah.
so as a secretary, what does the NDC really mean to you?
Well, I mean, once again, thank you. I had some few glitches, so forgive me for my earlier on. I had a few glitches over here.
That's okay.
Thank you very much for that question. The NDC, you would agree with me that the NDC is a social democrat kind of a party. So it aligns with the social democratic principle, the principle of having the ordinary person at the core as the pillar of everything. So the politics of NDC is about human beings. It's about the people there. And when I talk about the people, it's not about where you'll be asked who is your father or who is your mother, who is this or who is that. It's about everyone matters. It's about everyone. And so the NDC means to me more or less as a family, because you are not segregated against, you are not discriminated against. This is a party that you can, come from Kukurantumi to become president. You can come from wherever. It doesn't matter who your father is or who your mother is. You would attest, to the fact that if you consider even Professor Moss, only for the fact that he was a professor, but in the NDC tradition, someone, if you were to be any other political party, people would have asked, oh, where is he from? Since when did he join the party? But in our case, it wasn't like that. Even His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, if you look at his rise to the presidency, it's been something that gives you hope. So for me, as someone who was born in Prestia in the Western region, this is what inspires me, that my father's name would not have any impact in my rise to become who I want to become in the NDC. My mother's name will not have anything. It has to be that I will be acknowledged and recognized by virtue of who I am and by virtue of how I produce that hard work that kind of is acknowledged by people. So the NDC to me is not just any political party. The NDC is a family. The NDC is a union. The NDC is something, or a political party that empowers people, that emboldens hard work, that acknowledges that, look, irrespective of who you are, your color, or whatever, where you are from, which region, this is the party for you. This is where your loyalty, your hard work, your perseverance is rewarded. And so to me, the NDC is more or less a big union, a big tree, and as our symbol is, it's an umbrella that when you are being beaten by the rain, you get under. So the symbol alone, tells you everything about the NDC. The symbol tells you that this is where, like us in the Bible, if you are carrying heavy load, you come for help. And so the NDC means that kind of scenario where.
But are you trying to say other political parties, they are tribalistic? Because from your submission, it looks like
Well, I
you
mean,
keep
I mean,
saying
you see,
the NDC is a family.
we should not be lying to ourselves. We should not be tickling ourselves and laughing.
They are all across Ghana.
Currently, if you look at the MPP now, what is happening in the MPP? Had
Are you
Baumia been
comparing?
someone from the southern part of Ghana, he would have had it easy. You see the disintegration in the MPP now. It's because, let's not hide it, it's because he's from the north. He doesn't command that respect. Are you getting
is
it?
also from the north. John Mahama is also from the north.
Yeah, but that's the difference. That's the difference it makes, because in the NDC, it doesn't matter where you are from. The NDC, there is unity. We unite against whoever we see as having paved a way for him or herself through hard work. We reward people who have worked hard. We reward people with integrity. We reward people. We don't look at where they are from. We don't look at which tribe they belong to. We just look at the hard work. We look at the dedication, and not to the party. You see, sometimes we mix things up. It is not to the party, but it is to Mother Ghana. If you look at Jerry Rawlings of memory, you look at his work. Ghanaians rewarded him, and the NDC also rewarded him, to become the president, because we saw the dedication, the inspiration, the motivation he brought onto all of us. And we rewarded Professor Moss the same way. Today we are rewarding Professor Nana Jane. Why? Because she is the first female vice chancellor. We didn't look at where she is from. We didn't look at whether her father was a council of state member or a former minister or whatever. We looked at her pedigree, her hard work, and it's been rewarded. And that gives me hope. I have a daughter, and this is what the NDC means to me. I know that tomorrow my daughter can become the next Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. I know that my daughter, whether I become successful or not, my daughter, when she steps in Ghana as an NDC member, she will not be asked, who is your father? But she will be rewarded based on hard work.
Thank you.
That is what the NDC means to me.
Thank you for your submission. Patricia, let me come to you. So why have you decided to contest for the position of women organizer?
I believe when I joined this party, actually, my first meeting, I think I was probably the only female there. And
is that the reason why?
No, not done yet. And then another lady came by. It was just a few minutes, and then she had to go. And I had a look at the NDC. We are in power. We are in power now. NDC is in power. We are in charge of Ghana now. So when I look back, I think I just want to inspire the women in the branch here in Leeds, so that their voices can be heard, so they can anticipate in doing or participate in doing things which will enable others in the community to also have interest, even the youth as well. Because I don't see any of the women doing much in the party here. Not that they're not doing much, but their interest and their participation is a bit low. And I do believe that their voices must be heard, and every woman needs to be acknowledged in the party, in our branch. That's one of my reasons why I joined. I want to be able to enable to empower most of the women in the branch here to show interest in what the NDC is about, for us to mobilize ourselves, join ourselves together, organize a time to meet, and also find a way to help the women here in Leeds the NDC women in Leeds, mostly the NDC women in Leeds. One of my ideas, or one of my things that I had in mind, was that I've just recently been back from holiday in Canada, and whilst I was there, I saw a few people came to Canada as students, and most of them are living there stranded. I've seen homeless people even on the street, and I was quite surprised that women are actually homeless at this day and age. So this is something I believe that whilst NDC is in power, if I'm able to enable the women to come together, we can try and reach out to most of our students here in the Leeds University, the branches in Bradford, and we can put ideas together as to how to help them, even in health-wise, for them to get a little bit of support from the health sector. I don't know how many women are in the universities here in our West Yorkshire area, but it worries me that some of them are students. They're not even able, probably they're not able to get access to the medical attention that they need. We have
So how are you planning to increase women participation in your branch?
Well, I think if I'm able to be elected, it's something that I will speak to the secretary and the chapter chairman to discuss. That I want to get in touch with all the women in the branch. That's my first. I want to get in touch with them, speak to them, see where they fall short, where they need help, what they need, the support that I can be able to reach. If I have to reach to the UK Ireland chapter chairman, whoever is coming in, for us to support them a bit, because I see people struggling, but they're not able to come out.
How are you planning to support them?
Well, we'll talk to the chapter and see if we can reach out to the government in Ghana, because like I said, majority here that I know in Leeds, they have residency here, but I'm more worried about the students who have come from abroad. You understand? I'm more worried about them. I don't know how they're coping, how they're able to get access to the health sector here in terms of GP and things like that.
Are you going to neutralize it, that it doesn't matter the political affiliation?
Oh, to be honest with you, I will not. I'm not going to say it's only for the NDC alone. But if this is something that we can do to even bring more women closer to the party, then they will understand that when the NDC came in power, they've managed to reach out to students back in the diaspora. They're helping them of something. You and I know that, Kiki, in this country, when you're above 25, there's certain tests that women go for, like cervical tests. Are these girls that are here studying, are they getting access to all these? No, they're not. Most of them are here for 3 years doing courses and all that. How are they even going to the hospital? How are they going to the GP? These are things that we need to look at, because the rate of women getting to certain age that they're not being screened, even with mammograms and cervical screening and all that, it's a bit low for. I would say, to me, it's a bit low for the students. Yeah, so I would like to find out how are they getting access to all this. Those are the things that inspires me to want to go for this position.
Thank you very much. Carlos, let me come to you as a youth organizer hopeful. So what new ideas or programs would you introduce to make the branch vibrant or bring the youth together?
Thank you very much, Kiki, for this. I want to shift from meetings only to purpose, community, and opportunity drive. Most of our youth don't get engaged and get participating in most of our programs because of their interest. And for me, I've got quite few that I have to bring on board. Things that we introduce, like
can you mention one of them?
Yeah, like a monthly youth policy hub, where quick practical breakdowns of like key policies of our party, like 24-hour economy, no fee stress, and
how is that going to play here in the diaspora?
Yeah, so what's happening is, I know as people in the diaspora, even though we are here, but we still seek opportunities in Ghana, and most youth who are professionals here, if they get any opportunity which they can do in Ghana to make a living or to support the economy, they will do it. programs like engaging them through like creating some of this hub to explain the policies in Ghana and for them to know business policies, things like leadership policies, others like, so you just engage them to understand the actual policies that the government is at the moment running, and then how it benefits and media the realities of their challenges that they face in the diaspora. I think that will motivate them to get themselves engaged in participating in some of these programs that we have that we are running in Ghana. So first of all, I plan of trying to get a program like Youth Professional Network, where I can link the professionals in Ghana and the youth professionals and youth skill people in the diaspora to share ideas, understand what goes on in Ghana, and if they've got interest, they can realize it back home and to support our work.
The youth like trendy stuff. So do you know anything trending that you know that when you bring this on board, there is going to make your branch more vibrant?
Yeah, so I will introduce things like I've got even a plan to create something like a digital army program where we train some of the youth to be more in social media communication, understand the policies, and try to drive with it.
Thank you. Wow. It's getting interesting in the studios, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep sharing the link. Call a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live on Conversation Beyond Borders. Let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
That dream of studying and working abroad has been made much accessible to everyone, including you. So worry less about how you're going to get there, because we always make it happen. This is StepFinders Ghana Limited. We offer a highly professional guidance and support system, both in your university and visa application process. StepFinders Ghana Limited is a highly trusted agency of the University of the West of Scotland, one of the largest modern universities offering a range of academic, social, and sporting facilities. You can apply for undergraduate, master's and PhD in business and creative industries, education, social sciences, computing, engineering, physical sciences, health, and life sciences. Come through StepFinders, and for your studies, you get yourself a laptop or a £500 gift voucher. Call on +233 598 4888 04. WhatsApp on +44 7404 711 049. Send us an email or visit our website for more information.
Thank you so much for joining us and welcome back. Who should I pick? Mr. Emmanuel?
Don't worry, I'm always available.
Okay. So what are some of the achievements you are proud of during your tenure? Are you going for another position, or you are retaining your seat?
Well, thank you very much. Yes, I'm retaining my position as the secretary of the branch. I feel I feel the branch has an unfinished business with me, and so I need to continue. Yeah. The achievement, you see, the most important thing, especially in life, is not about, let's say, if you give birth to a child, the most important thing is not about how old the child gets to before the child, whether becomes successful or unsuccessful. The most important bit is you delivering that child. And that is why, to every woman, one aspect of a woman's successful life or most memorable time is when they give birth and when they get married. And so we giving birth to the least branch is in itself the most successful story we can ever tell. We've chased this idea of bringing a branch to Leeds for almost over 10 years. And so for me, I am proud. I have always said, look, even if today, let's say God calls me and says, look, I've taken your life and you are no longer alive. And God asks me, what has been the greatest achievement? I will say having the Leeds branch is the greatest achievement, because we've left a legacy that others will come and inherit. And that is the most important thing. Because if you look at the importance of the NDC in the socioeconomic aspect of Ghana, the NDC plays a very important role. And so having a branch where people will join to inherit or benefit from some of these socio-economic policies is in itself the greatest thing you can ever think of. And so I am happy. Yes, there is more room for improvement. And like Oliver Twist, we always want to get more. But I say, betting the NDC here in Leeds, and Kiki, I'm telling you, by next year, probably if we are all alive for you to host us again, we'll be extending our tentacles to Bradford, we'll be going to Huddersfield, we'll be going to Wakefield and all that. So we are not just staying at Leeds, even though Leeds is the bigger picture. And so, yes, the success story starts with Leeds. We are happy. I am more happy. And I can say, with all due respect to my colleagues, with my fellow chapter executives, for me, I see this Leeds branch as my birth kind of thing, my birth child. Not in that arrogance of it, not in that biasness of it, but in the happiness that I feel within me that we've had a Leeds branch. I commend and acknowledge all the other executives, all the members who have played a part in the establishment of the branch. But I see it more. Probably some people will not see it as the way I see, but I see it more as my birth child, and I'm so happy that the branch is alive and kicking. So, Kiki,
Great.
yes, next year we'll add something more, but for now, yeah, I'm
All right,
happy.
thank you.
We are getting Sister Patricia on board, not like I'm endorsing her to win, but at least it's because Lee's branch was established. That's why she's on board now. It's because Lee's branch was established. That's why you are having us now. That in itself is a success story. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you. Carlos, let me come to you because I'm very keen on youth vibrations and everything. So what is there any government policy or initiative that excites you that you think that when you bring it is going to change the way things are done, especially regarding the branch?
Yeah, I think one most important policy within John Mahama's government, which enticed me so much, is the 24-hour economy.
Why?
I see that 24-hour economy. If we model it well and then execute it well, it's a policy for the youth. When I go around in the diaspora, in Ghana, wherever I visit, the one question that I always get from the youth is, what is it in for us? As youth, what does the NDC have for us? And then when they ask me such questions and I deep a bit into it, it's all about jobs. It's all about employment issues. People finish university, and with this 24-hour economy,
Is it working? Which aspect of the 24-hour economy is really working?
At the moment, they are on, per my information, they are on kind of mobilization stage.
Which particular one is really working for you?
At the moment, I'm not seeing it being executed and it's working at the moment.
Does that mean there's no need for the 24-hour economy?
There is. They are in the preparation stages where they are trying to put the whole policy into perspective. I've seen some about agriculture where they are doing these farming extension centers. And then there is this 1 million quota, which is quite part of it, which is going to also be part of this 24-hour economy, which has been, I think the portal was open for people to put in application, which is maybe is going to kick in very soon. And I see that 24-hour economy being it like 3 jobs, 3 shifts within the whole
Is it
24 hours.
working though?
As I said, Kiki, at the moment, it's not kick-off yet.
Okay.
It will work. Looking at on paper, looking at the work that has gone into it, the 24-hour economy's got so many things we need to do, issues that are regarding energy issues, security issues, because it's going to run 24 hours, which is day and night. There will be people on shift.
Thank
So
you.
all this has to be. Yeah.
Thank you. Patricia, before I come to you, let me ask Mr. Joe this question quickly. So Mr. Kali's mentioned 24-hour economy. I still want to ask, is it really working? He spoke about agriculture, and recently we had this devastating news about the flooding in Ghana. So, to my best of knowledge, I know that I saw videos of poultry, birds dead, and all of that. I saw farms that are being destroyed because of the flooding and everything. What is the government doing about it? Can you say something as a member of the NDC that you are?
Yeah. So thank you once again. So as my brother was saying, my background is about public policy, and I have always said that look, one of the challenges, the pitfalls that Ghana is facing is its inability to draw up proper policy. And so when you talk about the 24-hour economy, what I'm excited about, or what excites me more, is about the fact that the president has, appointed Gusitano as the policy advisor. And this is where it is critical, because many a times we've just thrown out words out there, thrown out policies out there without any proper policy backing it. And so when there is a falter somewhere, we don't know where to trace the argument to, because there is no proper policy. So where do you know this side is wrong or this side is right? And so the 24-hour economy, it is just to help. I mean, the government has stated that it's going to be private sector led. Now the private sector needs something to as a backbone for them to rely on in engaging in this kind of policy. And so me, as someone who is a policy analyst, my greatest happiness is that today a government has instituted a program, but it's not rushing for political expediency. It's not rushing to implement the program, but back it with proper policy, so that if there are problems elsewhere, we can go trace the problem through the policy and have directions to it. And so that also comes to this issue of flooding, as we were engulfed with a few weeks ago. Now, flooding did not start yesterday. Flooding, even under Rawlings's time, flooding was there. Have we had any proper policy? And this is where we are all lacking as a nation. We've not had proper policy. That if we are encountered with such a problem, this is where you go to. And so with the flooding, I'm a bit disappointed. So, I mean, I must be very honest. I'm a bit disappointed somewhere, especially when the president came here and he said the issue of flooding has to do with our attitude and all that.
Is it not true? Because they did a cleanup exercise over the weekend.
Kiki, it is not about just a cleanup exercise, and that is what I'm saying. It is about we. Kiki, let me put it straightforward. Look, you cannot tell me that someone builds a house in an unauthorized land, and then due to that there is flooding, and then all you do is just go demolish that building and organize cleanup exercise. When that person did not just wake up to go and build on the land, but he passed through a certain government agency. Look, I have said, and I unfortunately, when the president came here, I didn't get the opportunity to. I have said, as if I had the opportunity, one of the policies I will introduce to government is that if we need to call all these engineers and planners or whatever in our district, municipal, regional, whatever, those who are in charge of issuing certificate for lands to be built, houses and infrastructures to be built on certain lands, we need to call all of them. Like after the flood, we should have organized all of them into Accra Sports Stadium. We look at wherever an unauthorized a building has been put on an unauthorized land, whoever issued a certificate for that person, we calculate how many years you've been in charge of that office. You need to pay back all our money back to us, because it means we have been paying you and you are not working. Because we cannot be paying people, and that is the problem of our country. The indiscipline the president talked about, yes, we are indisciplined. But you see, in every society, there is indiscipline. It has to take the laws to work. If people are just sitting down in offices looking at lotto papers and issuing certificates, taking bribes and issuing a certificate to people to build on any land they deem fit, we do not have to let them go scot-free and think that the easy fish is destroying the house. No, people have to lose their property. People also have to lose their jobs.
All right. Madam Patricia, let me come to you. So what is one misconception?
Hang on. Where about what Mr. Joe said, right? Mm-hmm. With all this, let me just add something here. With all this flood going and these people, most people are complaining about there are no jobs and all that. We're in the UK, we see people. I used to do night shift. I used to work nights. I see street cars cleaning the street. Isn't it time maybe the government needs to start putting some of these cars outside Accra to start cleaning at night? These are all part of the 24-hour economy. We could be doing something at night.
Is it no attitude like problem? Because
attitude or not, people are looking for work. If they're willing to be paid, I'm sure they wouldn't mind getting the training what they need to drive these cars that clean the streets.
Let me come in here just to borrow your time. Attitude needs to be punished. Those attitudes needs to be punished.
Let me add this. Let me ask you this. You know, back in the 90s, we had people called the town councils.
Town council,
what happened to them?
Yeah, what happened? So let me ask you, what happened to them? Because your party is in power. Are they not supposed to bring those people? Don't you think it's going to change?
I think it's about time they need to bring them back, wherever they are. There used to be some people called, is it militia, or they used to wear some brown uniforms. They used to go to various, like if you're misbehaving, people throwing bins on the street. You know, maybe the government we need to, like Joe, you said, we need to have these bins outside the streets of Accra, everywhere, mostly Accra, because I think that's where the floods are. So,
but when they put their bins out there, people personalize it. There have been few occasions where bins are on the streets and somebody will carry their
personal rubbish in there.
Yes. So how is the government going to tackle that?
Perhaps they should put. Well, we can't have bins with cameras, can we? It doesn't work like that.
So there is a video going around of someone throwing rubbish in a gutter. Yes. Someone was able to capture this person. What have we done to that person? You see, if we begin to punish people, you will not pick up your bin from your house to come and put in a public thing like that.
What punishment would you suggest?
Well, if it means cleaning the whole area for 1 month, you have to in a broad daylight. You need to clean the whole area for 1 month. Yeah, we have to, and then
fund them as well. People usually don't want to pay money, so if they're being funded, they will stop doing this act.
So, as a women organizer, how are you going to channel this to your government?
For that one, like I said, I have seen people driving these small keke vans to clean the street. This is something that maybe we should bring it out. People need jobs, right? The youth need jobs. There's 24-hour economy going on. Why can't people be cleaning at night and then they finish their night shift and people will take over during the day? If enough people are on the street doing cleaning and sweeping and everything going on, right? I believe if someone is throwing something, they will be caught. We shouldn't just leave it like that. So the more people we mobilize to do all this cleaning at night, driving these little keke vans to sweep the streets at night, I'm sure there'll be one. And we used to have neighborhood watches as well. So what happened to all of them? These are things that we can use to create jobs for people who needs the work. People are willing to work. So long as you want to pay them, you give them uniform, you train them, they have the proper training, health and safety and all that. At night, you assemble them somewhere. You'll be doing this job here. You'll be doing this job here. People will be willing to contribute their time and use that time properly rather than doing all sorts of nonsense on the street. They will get paid. They will be they will have to sign in. They have to report to work on time, and unemployment will also go down. I mean, these are the areas where they need to look. If the issue is happening mostly in Accra, which I believe their population is a bit higher than the like minor villages and like the remote areas, then they should put people on the street. There's this new thing called Zoom Lion, isn't it? So if we have Zoom Lion, why can't we have people who clean the streets at night? What is happening there? That can be done as well. I believe that can be done if they're willing to implement that policy to get people, hire people, get various agencies or create an agency who will be in charge of these things. Those people can be working with the town council people that used to inspect. I think the town council, they used to go to homes to make sure your home is clean. Yeah,
Right.
but nowadays,
Thank you.
this you can't just send anybody home to go and inspect somebody's home. They could be doing like there could be thieves as
Okay.
well coming into your home trying to visualize what's happening there, and then later they'll come and rob you. But the problem is on the street now. Let's get these people that used to do it, even if they're old now. They can have young people that are willing to do the job. People have been crying for work. Why can't we create a job in this situation? It's a bad situation. I feel very bad for the families who have lost their properties, their homes, and all that. And the people who have lost their lives as well. God bless their soul.
Okay.
But the
Thank
problem
you.
is we need to use this opportunity to create jobs. I believe it will work.
Thank you so much. Mr. Callis, let me come to you.
Okay.
What can you add?
Yeah, to be honest, concerning this flooding issue, I've seen a lot of articles going around talking about indiscipline in Ghana and all that. But indiscipline is part of it. But for me, as an infrastructure engineer, I know it's just a scanty part of it. The main issue is leadership. As Brajo said earlier on, leadership is the problem because we've got town planners. When you go to all the assemblies, we've got town planners. They are being paid. So who look for those houses that has been built? And sometimes what happens is they go, as he said, they demolish it, thinking that they've solved the problem. But before anybody built in waterways, what they do is they do filling. They import material somewhere, fill the whole place before they build a house on it. So the action of you going there, demolish the house, you've not solved anything because the real waterways is not on the superstructure. It's within the basement, which has already been filled. So that's where the problem comes. And it looks like everybody's attention is on indiscipline because of choke gutters and all that, which it contributes, but that is a small part of the problem.
Okay.
So if the assemblies are going to take that on board, then I think we are going to be okay with that.
Thank you very much. Mr. Joe, before we go on a quick commercial break, let me ask you this question. Okay. So the NDC UK and Ireland chapter is in its election year. What do you want to see different from branch and also in the chapter?
Well, thank you very much. And on this note, let me pay homage to our current chairman, Comrade Dumba. I think he has done exceptionally well. I mean, I won't single only him out. I mean, he's worked with executives, and so all the other executives who have, backed him to this feat. we salute you guys. You've been exceptionally well. And that is also not to say those who came before him haven't done well. They've done their bit. You see, it's a process. So someone built the foundation, someone put the structure on. And so we commend all of them. Our forefathers, who have led this chapter, all the executives. Thank you. Kudos to you all. You've done well. Now, what I want going forward, I want more respect in this chapter. I want the chapter to be respected. I want the chapter to have more voice and a more say. Because look, within the diaspora, the UK and Ireland is the biggest when you talk of the NDC. And so I need to see that, look, we occupy certain positions. We don't need to go begging for certain positions. We need, you see, it's all about branding, as Ghanaians used to say, branding and acknowledging. If you brand yourself, you'll be acknowledged. And so when we kind of put on that branded form, we'll be respected and acknowledged. And so I want to see the next person who is going to take up the leadership mantle to focus on bringing more unity into the chapter. We need to be united. And then when we are united, we would get that recognition, we will get that respect. As it stands, sorry to say, it's not good. And that is not the fault of the current leadership. It's because we are disintegrated. And so I want to see us more united with the branches. We need to also come together and have a common voice, to back our leadership in the chapter. And so for me, I feel after this 2028 going, many appointment has to come from the UK and Ireland chapter. We are willing to serve. We are ready to serve. It's not like we have to come and beg. But I know with the current leadership paving the way for us now, those who are going to, take over would work on what this current leadership have done to earn us that respect and push us forward for that proper recognition.
Thank you very much. Madam Patricia, so what is this? What is one of the misconceptions people have about women organizers that you wish to correct?
Well, from where we come from, it seems like every time a woman wants to climb up a ladder, they think that is because they've used their back to get it. No, it shouldn't be like that, and it's not like that. I believe every woman has a potential in them, and as long as they're being given a chance, they'll be able to do something. Most of the time, women are not being recognized much when it comes to party issues and all that. Like Brother Joe said, we thank the NDC that we have a new vice president who's a female. That's an exceptional something that I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite sure about the other African countries, but I would say in Ghana alone, we have made a massive change. And I do look forward to see more women taking their positions in parliament. All these perception about, I think this one is dating that one. No, it shouldn't be like that. Women here in the UK, like Brother Joe said, we're willing to serve. Women here in the UK can do better. We don't need to bring somebody from Ghana to represent women here in the UK. They can represent, they can MC, they can DJ. I believe in the women in here. They can do much if the opportunity is being given to them. So the chapter needs to try and recognize the women here. They are willing to go out of their way. We travel from Leeds most of the time, 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes. Most of the weekends, the roads are blocked. We'll be driving diversion here, back and forth, to come and help open a branch. Why are women not willing to do that? We're willing to do it. So I believe that the perception about women, this, women, that, it needs to stop. We're willing to step up as long as we're being given the chance. They should give the women in the party a chance, especially the diaspora. We don't need people coming from Ghana all the time. They should give the ones here opportunity. John Mama said that diaspora is the 17th region now, and we're ready to take our positions to serve here and go to Ghana and do our best as well, if the opportunity comes.
Thank you so much. Mr. Callis, I'll come back to you after the break. Thank you so much for staying tuned on Conversation Beyond Borders. We'll be right back to wrap up. Stay tuned.
Every Black person should please remember that you were Africans before you became anything else.
That dream of studying and working abroad has been made much accessible to everyone, including you. So worry less about how you're going to get there, because we always make it happen. This is Step Finders Ghana Limited. We offer a highly professional guidance and support system, both in your university and visa application process. Step Finders Ghana Limited is a highly trusted agency of the University of the West of Scotland, one of the largest modern universities offering a range of academic, social, and sporting facilities. You can apply for undergraduate, master's and PhD in business and creative industries, education, social sciences, computing, engineering, physical sciences, health, and life sciences. Come through Step Finders, and for your studies, you get yourself a laptop or a £500 gift voucher. Call on +233 598 4888 04. WhatsApp on +44 7404 711 049. Send us an email or visit our website for more information.
Thank you so much for staying with us, and welcome back. Mr. Joe, let me come to you, then I'll come to Callis, please. So after the 2024 elections, with all appointments going on here and there, did the UK and Ireland chapter feel they were left out?
Well, it's an absolute yes. We've been left out. There is no apologies to this. We need to be blunt with it. We've been left out, and like I said earlier on, we are the biggest constituency in within the diaspora, and so by now we should be counting about 20-30 appointments coming from the UK, but unfortunately, it's hard to even count two. You see, it's as it stands, I have not seen any green paper with any UK Ireland members' name on it. Being issued by the.
But recently, the chairman of the UK and Ireland chapter was appointed as the director.
We are grateful. It has taken a long time for him to be honored and rewarded. It's taken a long time.
Is it because you are impatient?
It's not the issue of being impatient or whatever. We, like I said, we are grateful for his appointment. It's taken a long time, but you see, like Oliver Twist, we ask for more, and we are not asking for more because we feel entitled. We are asking for more because we deserve it, because we worked hard. Look, no diaspora marshaled members to go to Ghana to campaign like the NDC UK Ireland did. No diaspora constituency did that. We did exceptionally well, and that we need to be acknowledged. And so let me use this medium to make a plea to the authorities back home. It shouldn't have been this, but we are the children of the administration, and so we need to be humble in our quest. And so we are making this plea to the authorities. Please, we deserve better. The UK and Ireland deserve better. We have willing souls ready to work. They are ready. It is not like we don't have the men. We have the men and the women. And my sister did say something which is very touching. I am looking at the next chapter chairman having a meeting with whoever is going to lead our party in the 2028 election and stating categorically to them that, look, probably your ambassador you can bring from Ghana, but apart from the ambassador, we are not accepting any other person to come to the UK here. There are Ghanaians here. Look, we are not entitled to scholarship. When it's about scholarship, they bring people from Ghana. We don't get some. Everything, we don't get it. And so we have to make our position. We need to make our stand. And so I feel we didn't get enough and that we need to be recognized more and given more. This is not,
Thank you.
there is no bargaining for this. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Callis, finally to you. So the chairman of the UK and Ireland chapter was elected as the Director General
Yep.
for the Internal Audit Agency. What does that mean to the UK and Ireland chapter?
To be fair, with this appointment, I would say they say better late than never. At least it gives us hope. I think this appointment is an appointment that gives hope that at least we have also seen our own there. And as Brother Joe said, we deserve better. At least when all these appointments are going on, they should also look over here. As the president has already said that we are the 17th region, is it? Yeah, 17th region. So as a 17th region, we deserve more. They've not done maybe a quarter of what we needed. So for us, I think it's a hope, and I will encourage everybody to look at this appointment as a positive one, and then work hard, because hard work was no matter what. Long it will take, but eventually it always comes. So I will encourage everybody that we should use this as a booster for us to work hard in wherever we find ourselves, whether
Thank you,
branches or within the national chapter level. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Madam Patricia, does this appointment excite you? And what does it mean for the future of the UK and Ireland chapter?
I'm very, very happy for the chairman, chapter chairman, Comrade Damba. I believe he has done his bit for the UK, and it's time for him to move on to the next level. He deserves better. It could have come earlier, but like Carl said, that it's better late than never. I do believe as time goes on, everybody will get a fair chance. I always say that everyone will get their chance. It's a matter of time. Sometimes we need to be patient, because, I mean, too many people down there are also crawling to get their positions. So they already have the idea in their mind that the diasporas are fine. You know, that's why I said our voices need to be heard. From the women's perspective, our voices need to be heard. If the men are not going, the women were going. Oh, we're ready. We want to do something. We're ready
if
to
the
take.
Women and if the men are not going, the women are
We're going. We're leaving them behind. Men, gentlemen, come on, get yourself ready. We're going with you. So yes, yeah, I'm very happy for him, and I do know that the chapter will miss him a lot. We all. When I saw the message on the platform, I was even crying that night. I texted him straight away. I believe he deserved it. It's a well-deserved position for him, and if there's a way more up, he should go further. And hopefully, the incoming one will take over and also do their job pretty good as much as he did as well. We hope for a better new chapter chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Callis, any last words to your branch, Leeds branch, West Yorkshire?
First of all, I would say thank you, Leeds, for the opportunity to serve as a member. And this position I'm going for as youth organizer, hopeful, is not about me. It's not about me. This is about us. Let's build the most vibrant, disciplined, hardworking youth wing in the UK. What I know is that when Leeds rises, the chapter also rises. And when the chapter rises, and then Ghana is always a winner. So I thank everybody. And then I hope coming, I don't know the date yet, but when the voting time reaches, when they open for votes, remember Ose Danso, Callis is there to serve. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Patricia, any last words to empower your branch and also the women?
I would say that there's more to be done. but we're getting there. I do hope that the members of LEAS watching this evening, if they're able to watch or catch up later, I believe they should all try and support each other. We should support each other. Mostly, they should support me as well and try and help me make a better branch. And we should try and make history together in the LEAS branch. We don't know how long we have in the next upcoming election 2028, but whatever happens, I do believe that we should make the branch is only 2 years old, and we should try and build a better branch, make it a vibrant one, a hopeful one, a fair branch to everybody, and try and draw more people into our branch to make it bigger.
Thank you very much. Mr. Joe, so if you had 1 minute with the president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, what
You
message
need more than 1
would you
minute.
share with him about Leeds branch that will bring an impact?
Well, thank you. So first of all, let me commend my other chapter branch executives for the hard work they've put in throughout these years. I mean, they are the pace setters, and so I want to encourage them to persevere. You know, we will have challenges, but we shouldn't give up. Now, given the opportunity to meet the president, first of all, about Ghana, let me say I'll urge the president to be bold. Look, I think probably maybe 1 minute is not enough, but you see, we can put up the fine buildings, we can put up the best infrastructure, but without discipline, without being able to punish people, will not get anywhere. And so I would urge the president to put his feet down. For me, I am not looking at him putting up the best infrastructure. I am looking at him ending his tenure with Ghana being labeled as the most disciplined country on earth. And so I want to applaud a certain lady who said or advised the president to use his political capital. I think I agree with the lady. The president must use his political capital and you know, punish people when they err. Make sure that people are punished when they commit offenses and all that. To the Leeds branch, I would urge Mr. President to one day come to Leeds. You know, we are more prepared than London. We are the best branch in the diaspora in terms of the UK and Ireland. And so that's a challenge to the other branches in the UK and Ireland. But I'll tell you, anyone who dares challenge us, will show them the West Yorkshire lifestyle. And Kiki, from the West Yorkshire prophecy, I am seeing you in leadership position within the next year. Thank you very much.
That was just by the way.
Well prophesized.
Wow. I don't want to go, and you also don't want to go. So what do we do? That has been an interesting conversation for tonight on behalf of HYT African TV. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Nkrumah, for joining us, the Secretary for Leeds, Madam Patricia Jima, Women Organizer Hopeful. Thank you so much for your inspiring words and your inspirations. Mr. Kalis Danso Osei Danso, thank you so much. Youth Organizer Hopeful, thank you so much for coming, sharing your experiences and what you have for the future of Leeds. And to our viewers, it was a great conversation. Thank you so much. But this is where we draw the curtain. And until next time, stay engaged, stay informed, and I'll see you same time next week. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. On this happy trip back to the promised land.